Just a few words about plumbing plans. This will be short. When we're drawing houses, so residential drawings, we don't generally draw plumbing plans, although you will see some in your book if you have the book. Generally, we just need to tell the building department how many fixtures, what kind of fixtures, and so we will list them in a schedule. Our plumber is the expert on plumbing, and they know how to connect all this stuff. But here's a plumbing plan out of our book. The author of our book seems to like to do giant houses, and so he might favor plumbing plans. So here's an example. One thing that a plan view can help you think about is where to locate your fixtures. And why you might want to think about that, among other reasons, is that it's a good idea to try and arrange things, plumbing fixtures, near each other, for the reason that if you're running vent stacks and waste stacks up through the wall, those take up space. You know, those soil stacks are big diameter. And so if you have more than one bathroom, it's a good idea to put them back to back so that you can use the same one thick wall for the soil stacks and take up less space. It's also nice to arrange bathrooms and kitchens back to back so you can share that same mechanical wall. Now let's look at a few symbols. And I want to point out this bow tie shape here. This table happens to be out of our book. I'll show you some other tables. If you want to show a valve and you don't want to get too carried away with details, you can draw this bow tie and everybody knows that's a valve. And maybe you say what kind it is and maybe you don't, but that means valve. Here, this is out of a different drafting textbook we use in other classes, mechanical classes, but he's got a section about plumbing. And here he's showing you a drawing at the top of some pipes and fittings connected together. And then at the bottom of the slide, the same setup drawn with symbols. So here is a valve in the drawing. Here is the symbol for a valve in the schematic. And notice these are actually two different kinds of valves. One's a globe valve, one's a gate valve. Here's a check valve, so three different kinds. But he has used the bow tie symbol for all of them. Nothing wrong with that. When you draw let me back up to that slide. So this is a single line schematic drawing, and here are the symbols for pipe fittings in this single line drawing. So now in this slide, here under fittings are the symbols we use in single line drawings to represent various kinds of fittings, should you have to do that someday. This is, I believe, out of the AIA Architectural Graphic Standards. Here are symbols for various kinds of fixtures and various line types. Many of these line types already come in AutoCAD. You can make your own line type with a little effort, but most of these are already in AutoCAD. Here is the AIA Graphic Standards, a book that architects use. So you see a number of symbols here for different kinds of fittings. And finally, here are a few sources for you that talk about plumbing and, mostly plumbing, not plumbing plans. Here's our book for the course, in case you would like to go read a little bit more about how plumbing works.